Hi sir, my name is Vignesh K. My registration number is 18 BCS 0010. In this video, I am going to explain about JSP, Jackson Structured Programming. Um, I am taking a topic of um, movie ticket booking using JSP. Now let's see movie ticket booking using JSP. Um, First we set. I'm going to introduce what is JSP. JSP was developed by Michael Jackson. JSP full form is Jackson Structured Programming. Um, Jackson Structured Programming. Um, now. Now I'm going to say there is some five steps or five principles to develop a Jackson structured programming. Let us see what are these five steps. As I said, Jackson structured programming is an unusual design method. It consists of both static data structure and dynamic programming. Um, in Jackson structured programming, we have five set of rules to draw a structure diagram. This is the structure diagram. We have five set of rules to draw this structure diagram. The first rule is the sequence of a representation, the box should be unmarked. Here the mark should be unmarked, and then is represented by boxes and with circle marked with circle. This two or this circle, which has been divided into two types, counter 1 and counter 2. Sequence is from left to right. Sequence should be left to right, and also there is a 5 steps to develop a JSP. The first step is to draw a input and output structure diagram, and this is the input structure diagram, and this is an output structure diagram. In input structure diagram, I am going to explain this movie ticket booking we using JSP. When we have decided to go to a theater to saw a movie, first of all we have to choose a theater name, which theater we have to go, and the second thing is to when we decided a theater name, we went to the counter number for booking a ticket, counter 1 or 2, and we have to decide which screen we have to in which screen we have to be settled and to see a movie. Something if a theater contains two screen, in one screen one movie and another screen in another movie, so we have to decide to which movie you want to go. If screen 1 means we can go to screen 1, if screen 2 means we can go to screen 2, and movie name, and then we have to say about a number of tickets we have to take. This is an input structure diagram, and input structure diagram, the main rule is to the stars should be present when we have divided into the parts, and if there is a and the circle should be present when there is a two option, we have counter 1 and counter 2, screen 1, screen 2, so it is marked as a circle at the box. These are the this record consists of a theater name, counter name, number, screen number, movie name, number of tickets. Next we have to see about output structure diagram. Output structure diagram is nothing but it is a process of you giving a money to the counter and getting that printed ticket only. It's like a output structure diagram. In output structure diagram, we can see ticket number, ticket theater name, screen number, and movie name, and also number of tickets you have booked, and also the cost of the tickets. That only I mentioned in the previous video. When we compare to input structure diagram and output structure diagram, here it is a counter number which we have going to buy a ticket. In this we don't have a counter number and all. Behalf of counter number we have a cost of tickets that we have booked. The second step is to create the program structure diagram. That means we have to combine both the input structure diagram and output structure diagram. The C consists of a consume, that means input structure diagram, and P represent a produce structured, that means output structure diagram. We have both in record we have both the input and output, so we mentioned C and P here. And the new record we have taken, that also is CP. Here theater name is at both the input and output structure diagram, so CP is must should put. In counter number, input structure diagram only have a counter number, output structure diagram we don't have counter number, so we have to put C. Screen number, CP, movie name, number of tickets we have booked. These three we have in input structure diagram as well as in output structure diagram. Then we have to take a cost of a tickets. We don't have cost of a tickets in input structure diagram, but we have cost of tickets in output structure diagram, so I mentioned P. As I said before, next we have to see about the step 3. The step 3 is list the operation and allocate to program elements. I have listed both input and output. First, this process we have to take output structure diagram first, and then we have to write input structure diagram. When we have write output structure diagram, the theater name, screen number, number of tickets, movie name, cost of the tickets, and in input theater name as well as counter number, screen number, number of tickets, and movie name. We have to give a sequence number to your structured diagram. So in first one, theater name, so I have put in theater name place to number 1, and in screen number also number 2. Then we have to take a movie name number, so I put sequence number 3 there. Number of tickets booked 4, then I placed 4. Next, cost of a tickets 5. Then we have to come to in the reverse order. That means input first. Here I have placed theater name as a 6, and a screen number as a 7. Sorry, counter number as a 7, and also the movie name 9, screen I placed 8. We can see easily that the sequence can be processed in these ways. 1, 2, we can easily identify using this sequence number what are the steps is going to be happen. We can see about in this sequence number. In step 4 we have to convert program to text without condition. This means we have to write like a pseudocode. We have to represent this is a pseudocode. This is a pseudocode which I have written as my own. First, when we are going to a movie, we have to get a theater number. So only we have to identify the theater name. So I have written get theater name, and we have to decide the which counter we have to go into book a ticket. So we should get counter number. Then we have to decide the screen number which movie we are going to watch. So we have to get screen number. Then on that screen we have to get which movie is running at present time. Get movie name. then we have to decide how many ticket we have to take. So I have written get number of tickets. Then they have to calculate the price of the ticket, so I have written calculate price. Print the, so in the ticket there may be a process that to print. In the first name, we are in the ticket we can able to see print theater name, print screen name number, which screen we are going to see, and which movie is currently at running. Print in that we are able to see the number of tickets and print cost of the price. In step 5, when we have done this step 4, in step 5 is nothing but we have, when we in step 5 this is nothing but we have to do a calculation part in it with a case of type case study. When we compare to step 4 and step 5, step 5 consists only this two parts: calculating price calculation based on case of type. If you book a ticket, there is a two type of ticket: class 1 ticket and class 2 ticket. Example, class 1 ticket with AC, the price is 150. In class 2 without AC, non AC also will be there in theater, cost of at rupees 100. So we have two types of ticket cost. So this is if, this is else. If one runs, else part will not be run. So I have written in this price calculation. And after that, the same process which we have done in step 4, printing process: print theater name, print screen number, print movie name, print number of tickets, print cost of price. That's all. These are the 5 steps to 5 steps or 5 set of rules to develop a JSP, that is Jackson Structured Programming, which we have seen now. It is straightforward to our problem. In step 1, first of all, in step 1 we have done input and output structure diagram. In step 2 we have merged the two input and output structure diagram and mentioned there C and P. C means input structure and P means output structure, which we have compared that. In step 3 we have done the process that input structure diagram, output structure diagram, which we have merged. We have put a sequence number to that merged structure diagram, so we can easily identify which process is taking at first and which process is taking at the last. We can also identify the next process very easily. In step 4 it consists of like a pseudocode, which we have get and which we have to print, and additionally we have to calculate the price of the tickets. In step 5 we have to give a if and else condition. Especially I have to say thanks to our Sendil sir for making all to give a presentation about one topic. Thank you sir for giving me opportunity to do like this. Thank you sir. Thank you.